Hello again, everybody. Nolan Morse again. Another episode of Big Flippin' Bass for you. I haven't forgot about y'all. No, I haven't been posting videos, but I downloaded a new software to try to edit some of my videos, and it's just not working. I've had some bugs with it. Somehow the files got downloaded, got corrupted, and I'm trying to figure out how to use it. So it's taking me some time. I also got a new little action camera. It's like a knockoff GoPro. I'm gonna try to use that instead of my phone. I had to get a memory card for it before I can use it, but until then, yeah, so I'm hoping it'll replace the GoPro for a little bit, just to give me something better until I can get one for y'all. Again, I'm paying for all this out of my pocket, so I don't have a whole lot of extra money to be spending on this. I do have a family to provide for, but I thought I'd make a quick little episode here for you, and just so y'all have something to watch, or so I have something to post for y'all to watch. And basically, I'm going to show you how I tie my basic Texas rig or flipping punching rig for me. Texas rig has been around about as long as bass fishing. It is the most simplest way to bass fish. It is the easiest rig to tie. It is the most successful rig in bass fishing. This is a go-to down and dirty, bare basics type of way of fishing. And this is my heavy flipping stick I have here, 65-pound braid. These are punch stops. You can get these on tacklewarehouse.com. Academy sells a sort of a kind of like this, not like the little plastic beads, but it's more like a big rubber toothpick kind of thing that you could stick down on your weight. But I'm basically just going to show you how I tie my Texas rig with these and what these are for. So basically, I don't know if y'all can see or not, but there's a little metal eye there. I'm going to stick my line up through that. Then I'm going to grab one of these punch stops and just pull it. Alright? And bloop, now it's on my line. Okay? Now we're going to run this up a little bit. And I'm going to take my weight. And this is just a real small weight. Again, normally for this, I was using it for flipping and punching. I like a little heavier weight. Smallest I generally like is a 1/4 ounce, but I'm going to be fishing on my lake here at the house tomorrow, and I told you before, there's a lot of grass on the bottom, so I'm using a little smaller weight, trying not to dig too deep into the bottom. Okay, we're just going to, oh, hang on one second, I gotta open this up. These are cheap lead weights. I have used the tungsten weights. The tungsten weights are phenomenal. You get a lot more sensitivity out of them. They're really good weights to use, especially if you're using like a braided to fluorocarbon leader. Your sensitivity is just incredible, and they don't ding up as bad. A lead weight like this one, if you drop it, it'll bend, smash, ding up real bad, and it'll deform it. So the tungsten weights are smaller in profile. This tungsten's more dense, and so it don't take as much material to make the heavier weight. But they're smaller in profile, and they're a lot more durable. So tungsten are better, but they're extremely expensive. So you don't necessarily have to have tungsten, but I would recommend it for the sensitivity. Alright, and then basically we have a normal worm hook. I think this is a 3/0 or 4/0. This is a heavier wire hook. Again, I'm going to be flipping with this, so I really want that heavy wire, so when I set the hook on my heavy rod, it's going to punch it through the fish's mouth. Alright. This is what we're going to tie today, is a snail knot. The most important thing about this snail knot is to go through the top of the eye. So flip your hook up like it's facing you, and go or facing the sky, and go through the top of the eye of the hook. Okay. Pull out you some tag, and make a loop. And basically, I'm just going to pinch that loop together. All right, you see that? Then I'm going to take the rest of my tag in. I'm going to run it around the little stick off part here 4 times. Do your best not to overlap your wraps. Okay? Just a second here. You could probably get away with 3, but I like the extra security of 4. Alright, so now you got the loop and you got a tag. Okay, take that tag, run it back through the loop. Okay, pull it tight. Alright, I'm going to show you why I use a snail knot with my flipping Texas rig or a flipping hook setup. Alright, So normally you'd have a soft plastic on here. Hang on, let me 1 second. Let me snip this. You want to snip off your tag end, so don't get in the way for y'all, and also you don't want the fish to see it either. So just cut it as close as possible. Alright, so basically normally you'd have a soft plastic on here. Fish bites it. Alright, you set the hook. When you set that hook, when you tie a snail knot, notice what happened to that hook. It went straight out. I guarantee you that if you use this knot for your Texas rig, for your flipping punching rig, this knot will double your percentage of hookup. It's going to flip that hook straight into the fish's mouth. You're going to get it right where you want it. You're going to have a really nice hook set on it, and it's going to increase your percentage of hook sets every single time. A normal knot, you know, you still get a good hook set, but you're going to lose a lot more fish. If you tie the snail knot the wrong way, if you feed it up through the bottom instead of the top, the opposite thing's going to happen. So if I fed it through the bottom and I set the hook, that hook's going to go backwards, and you're going to lose every fish, almost every single fish. So be sure you go through the top of the eye of that hook, and when you set the hook, it's going to come out. It's going to shoot straight out. It's going to give you a real nice hook set on it. So that's basically it. A basic snail knot. Again, make a loop, or stick it to the top of the eye, make a loop, take your tag in, wrap it around the offset 4 times. You could probably get away with 3, but I like the extra security in 4. Stick your tag in back through that loop and just pull it tight. Now the reason why I use these punch stops, if I'm fishing grass, I'm going to pull my punch stop up probably about that far, and so my weight has a little bit of room, maybe a little less, so my weight has a little bit of room to move around. And that's